Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
Have you been noticing repeating numbers everywhere? Maybe it's 111, 333, or 777 showing up on license plates, clocks, receipts, or addresses? If so, you are not alone, and this is no random event. These recurring sequences are messages from your energy field, and they're offering you insight, guidance, and connection to spiritual dimensions beyond this physical world. Welcome everyone to the Intuitive Hour. I am your host, Michelle Beltran. I'm delighted you're here as we talk today about seeing repeating numbers and what your energy field is saying about that. All right. So repeating numbers, each number has a different meaning, has a different energy message, plays a role, and most importantly, is telling you what that energy field is saying. All right, first and foremost, when you see a repeating number, it's a powerful signal that your vibration is shifting. So pay attention, sit up, listen in. You're awakening to subtle intuitive energies, and they are around you trying to get through. These numbers often serve as angel numbers, but more broadly, they're vibrational codes. And they're coming from a higher space, a spiritual dimension, guiding you in your ongoings in your life, whatever it may be right now, toward alignment, healing, and spiritual awakening. And so we wonder then, why is this happening now? Well, your energy field constantly receives and transmits information, even when you don't know it, on a subconscious level. When you become more spiritually open or sensitive, we can say, you're naturally more tuned into these energetic messages. So energy never lies. It is truth. The universe communicates through frequency, vibration, and yes, that translates to numbers. Each repeating number vibrates at a certain energetic frequency, resonating with your inner state and your current path. Let's look at a few examples here. The meaning of some numbers when you see them, just briefly. 111 is telling you it's a call to align your thoughts with your true desires. Your energy is manifesting fast. So, this would be the time to put that manifestation hat on. Begin working with those techniques to call in what you're desiring most. A new house, a partner, having a child, a new job, traveling, a trip, whatever it is. If you've been following me at the Intuitive Hour, we've talked an awful lot about tools and techniques to manifest. So this would be the time to sit in that space and get busy with bringing in that deepest desire. 222 means balance and harmony. Trust the things that are aligning for your highest good. So tune in, that essence of feeling grounded and balanced in all areas of life. That is your message in 222. The number 333, triple threes, spiritual protection and ascended masters are nearby. So this would be your indication to tune in to spirit guides, your spiritual team around you. They're trying to drop in, give you messages that are important for you to learn and hear. Again, if you followed the intuitive hour, I have a spirit guide meditation. If you haven't made that connection with your team, revisit the spirit guide meditation to help you tune into this space. But your protectors are near, they're with you, they're helping, they have a message. Listen in. 3 4s in a row. 4, 4, 4. Your angels, a different sort of energy spirit and guide, are supporting you. If you're working with archangels, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, or Gabriel, they are near you as well. They may or may not have a message, but tune in. They definitely are around you though, and the 444 is letting you know in that moment that they're your team, supporting you, giving you guidance. 555. Major changes are on the horizon, so get ready. That job you've been wanting, or that move, the big thing in your life that has been important, that you've been wanting deep down, it is right here. It is accessible. You have already called it in, and it's coming. So match that. Get in the plan and the expectation of what you'll do when that happens. If it's a new job, perhaps. Start thinking about packing your office or how the new office will look as a support means for that to come in. The triple digit 6s, they're telling you to reevaluate what's out of balance, especially when it has to do with material life. And you're going to feel this. You might feel tired. You might feel rushed or anxious around material things in life. Catch yourself, reevaluate, recenter, ground, and consider letting go of those things and coming back to the things that are most important in life. Non-material things. 777. Divine magic is flowing, and you are in sync with the cosmos. Bravo! You have done a wonderful job. 777s are telling you you're on track. Your energy field is good, full of light, flowing. Keep on doing what you are. Celebrate that moment for sure. This is a wonderful number to see. 888. Abundance and karmic rewards are flowing your way. Yet again, another wonderful number letting you know abundance is around. Balance karmically is here. You have earned it. You are putting lots of things in flow, from your mindset to your choices to the people that you choose around you, who you spend your day with. All of those things, all of those wonderful choices, your health, good choices there that are creating this abundance and karmic balancing. And you are in the flow, and you will feel it. And finally, 999, triple nines, completion, closure, and the next cycle is beginning. I have a previous episode on that number 9 and the 9 year. You might revisit that as well. That is in alignment with this number here. That means completion perhaps of a previous year, a new wonderful cycle beginning in this next year. Closure has happened. You're moving on to that next wonderful chapter. You have sort of graduated into some newness that is meant for you. You are moving upward and onward. Excellent. If you're seeing the 999, celebrate that. And again, I remind you to visit the episode here on the Intuitive Hour about the 9 year and the meaning of it. We are in one right now, this year, 2025. All right. Each of these repeating numbers is an absolute conversation with your higher self. But here's the key. Your personal interpretation matters too. So I've given you a guide here, a brief one of what these numbers mean. But what you are feeling or thinking when the number appears, that matters. So what is it? What are you feeling? Tune into that first and foremost. Always use this discussion here as a guide to support that. Your energy field colors this meaning in a deeply personal way. All right, so let's talk a little bit about energy colors and their role in repeating numbers when you see them. And so colors in your energy field, we call that our aura, can shift based on your emotional and spiritual state. And so when you're seeing repeating numbers, your energy colors may become more vibrant, indicating heightened intuition or alignment. It all works together, these energy fields and the colors and what's going on in our auric field, our chakras. Here's some very helpful common energy colors, everyone, to help you relate to the spiritual messages when these colors come in. Purple is spiritual awareness. It is one of the most highest vibrational spiritual colors there is. So when you're seeing numbers like 777 or 111, when your aura shines purple, it's meaning your crown chakra is fully open, wide open, and we want this. You will receive spiritual and heightened messages often and with great clarity. The color blue, communication and clarity. If 333 or 222 appears during a period of self-expression, your throat chakra may be active. So if you're in a meeting at work, an important meeting or an important conversation with family or friends, or opening your heart, just expressing for some reason or another in that space of expression, whatever it is, your throat chakra is active. And if you're not in communication or expressing in that moment, when you see these numbers, it's an indication, as I mentioned, that throat chakra is open. We want it open at these times. So this would be a good time to have that talk, have that expression you've been wanting to, or not wanting to. All right, green, healing energy, coupled with 444 or 555. This can mean emotional healing is underway. So when you see those numbers, pay attention. The healing that you felt you've needed to have, wanted to have, it's happening. Let it. Welcome it in. If you were unsure, now you can be sure. Open to that in your mind, in your subconscious. Send that message that you are healing. Those numbers are telling you it's a good time for that, and it's happening. Last, red, groundedness and action. So seeing 888 could mean it's time to take physical steps toward your goals. Yes, indeed, as they say, get after it. This is that time. So you've been doing all the manifestation work, as we talked earlier, and now this number, the 888, indicates it's time to take physical action towards those goals and steps toward what you've been wanting to bring it in. This is time for that. So while repeating numbers speak through vibration of energy colors, and they offer an emotional and spiritual flavor, if you will, to that message, The key is learning how to read both together. So let's segue now into what your energy field is actually saying through these repeating numbers. Let's dive a little bit deeper into that energy field communication when you see the numbers. All right, number 1, you're ready for spiritual upgrade. Yes, you are. Put that hat on. These number sequences begin to appear when your energy field is preparing for a frequency leap. This means you're becoming more attuned to spiritual dimensions, higher realms, and your intuitive gifts are amplifying. Celebrate, celebrate. This is a wonderful, wonderful time. Next, you're being guided, but are you listening? So your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, everyone, they're using numbers as a quiet, repetitive nudge. You might be ignoring signs in your daily life, and these sequences are trying to redirect you, get your attention. They're saying hello. So pay attention. Notice what happened in the hour before you saw that or the hour after. So here's your reminder to tune in, tap in, and listen. It's not a coincidence when you see these numbers, so pay attention. All right, number 3, seeing repeating numbers during moments of stress, confusion, feeling ungrounded, just out of line, not yourself. This is a sign to check your energetic balance. What thoughts or emotions are dominating your energy right now in your mind and your subconscious? You may need grounding, cleansing, or chakra work. So tune into that. Where are you? You're going to have a knowing. I'll remind you again here at the Intuitive Hour, I have a grounding meditation. Please revisit that if you're feeling misaligned. Your energy alignment just feels off. If you need some chakra work, I have a chakra meditation here at the Intuitive Hour. All of these tools and meditations for you to get back in an energy alignment. And last, number 4, confirmation from the universe. Yes, when things are going right, even if you're not sure, they'll often be confirmed through sequences like the 444 or the 888. Your energy field absolutely recognizes this harmony, and the universe will mirror it back to you. So this can mean confirmation. Yeah, you are in the flow and on track. Fantastic. All right, how to interpret the numbers through your own energy. Let's talk about that. And rather than Googling the meanings, because we so often do in this day and age, begin tuning into your personal experience. Trust your sense, please. You are at the helm always. And what your sense tells you about your personal experience is right. Trust it. Nothing is more powerful than your own sense and intuition. So ask yourself, what were you thinking or feeling when you saw the number? What decisions are pending in your life? Have you been asking the universe for a sign? Repeating numbers are not just external signs, they're also internal clues and cues. Your energy field then acts as a receiver and an amplifier. So the more aligned you are energetically, the clearer these messages become. And so, well, how do we decode them? As you would expect, we journal. So I highly recommend you journal it. Every time you see a repeating number, write down the time, the place, and what you are doing or feeling. Note the colors. If you're sensitive to energy colors and working with them, try to sense or visualize your aura at the time. And trust it, by the way. Remember, your sense is correct. Trust the first that comes and don't second guess it. First come, first truth. That's the rule. Don't second guess it. Even colors, by the way, in your dreams or surroundings hold clues and information, so pay attention there. Meditate on it. So trite, but so true. As I often say, meditation is extremely powerful and necessary. Sit in silence and ask your higher self, what are you showing me through this number? And then listen. All right, so seeing repeating numbers often means that you're tuning into those spiritual dimensions, spaces where time, logic, and linear thought dissolve. In these moments, your soul is more active than your mind. Your spiritual self is more alive than that brain. You are in a wonderful space to receive. You are in sync with spiritual dimensions. And yes, everyone has access to this. You don't have to be a psychic or medium, but you do need to nurture your energy field. And so how do we stay in sync? Well, energy clearing, as we've talked a little bit about today. I recommend using sage, crystals, grounding meditations, even sound baths to clear stuck energy. Some of you may already have your own techniques. Great. These are just some recommendations. Work with color. Visualize your preferred energy colors as you have time in your day during meditation to shift your vibration. If purple is your color, work with that. Surround yourself with it. Gold, yellow, pink, many colors out there we didn't talk about today. I've just given some suggested colors earlier, but work with your preferred one in that heightened space, and that's going to help you shift that vibration. Another way to sync yourself here, stay grounded. I mentioned that just a moment ago. You can do that through meditation, but you can also do that with nature walks, salt baths, breath work. Each of these help you keep your energy field clear and receptive. All right, so why does the universe choose numbers? Good question. You might be wondering, well, why numbers? Why not signs or dreams? Well, numbers are pure frequency. And unlike words or images, they carry no cultural or emotional bias. So that makes them an ideal language for spiritual dimensions to communicate across time, space, and belief systems. They're quick, attention-grabbing, and repeatable. So once you begin to notice, you'll find them everywhere. And that's the point. Your energy field is ready to wake up. Remember that repeating numbers are a wake-up call. Ultimately, when you're seeing repeating numbers, you're being called. It's a spiritual wake-up, cosmic alarm clock, if you will. We can look at it that way. Whether it's 111 flashing during a moment of doubt, or 999 showing up as you release the past, it's all about your soul's energy. The more you notice, the more your energy field opens. That's when your growth accelerates. You become more intuitive, more aligned, and absolutely more connected to the higher realms. So instead of brushing it off, embrace it. Lean in. The spiritual dimensions are already talking. Your only task is to listen. Just some final thoughts here, everyone, as we begin to wind down today. Let's be honest with ourselves. Life doesn't always make sense. It sure does not. But sometimes, in the middle of chaos, a little number appears, then again, and then again. And in that small moment, you know something bigger is at work. Repeating numbers are more than just quirky coincidences. They're a sacred invitation, a conversation between your soul and the universe, a sign, and a very clear one, that your energy field is awakening, vibrant, and alive with purpose. So the next time you see 111 or 444, smile. Smile big. Acknowledge it and say, thank you. You are exactly where you're supposed to be.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Intuitive Hour, please consider following, rating, and reviewing the podcast at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. You're welcome to access Michelle's free controlled remote viewing exercise that will empower you to uncover answers to your burning questions about lost objects, events, or people in the past, present, or future. Visit michellebeltran.com to access this free offering and rediscover what was once lost.